Welcome to Sarah Lottie's. For today's workout, you'll just need a yoga block and a set of light dumbbells. As always, if you don't have the equipment, that's okay. You can do it just with body weight only. Let's get started here, my friends. No props to begin with. We'll start by sitting on our mat, feet hip-width distance apart, and the knees can be pointed up nice and high to the sky. We're going to start by warming up the spine and getting our pelvis in line as well. So moving that smush from your tush, slight tuck of the chin, and then round your spine as if, boom, someone punched you in the gut. And then you've got those hands behind your thighs. Let's roll back, maintaining that C curve as you extend the arms. And then inhale, coming up, nice straight spine, chin untucks. Exhale, slight tuck of the chin, round the spine, extend the arms, pause and hold. And then inhale, untuck the chin, straight spine, coming up, sitting nice and tall, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Let's do one more, just like that, slight tuck of the chin, round that spine until the arms extend. And then inhale, drawing up, elbows come out nice and wide, nice straight spine, crown of the head over your tailbone. Now from here, let's extend those legs. Finding an exhale, we're going to find an entire roll up here. Inhale, fingertips are in line with your shoulders. And then exhale again, that slight tuck of the chin, rounding of the spine. And we're drawing ourselves all the way back on the mat. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Maintain the inhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Slight tuck of the chin. And we're coming up nice and slow for 3, 2, and 1. Straight spine. Tuck the chin, round the spine. Little pulse for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, nice straight spine. Slight tuck of the chin, C curve, come down for 3, for 2. Exhaling on the way down for 1. Inhale, fingertips up overhead. Hold on to that inhale. Head, neck, and shoulders come up. And then tuck of the chin. Exhale, curving over. Nice straight spine. Tuck that chin. Reach over to the toes. 3, 2, and 1. One more just like that. Nice straight spine. Chin is up. Tuck of the chin on your exhale. Scooping out through that core. Slowly lowering down for 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale, those fingertips come up, and then exhale, hands are going to land down by your side. So we're in this nice lying down position here. And then we're going to exhale, left toes come up nice and high to the sky, right toes come to join. Now, we can start here, and we'll add on. So on an inhale, legs drop down nice and slow for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, those toes come up over your hips. Now we're keeping those hips level and on the mat the entire time. We don't want that tailbone to lift up and off the mat. So even if your feet are not stacked directly over your hips, just come to that point where you start to feel your tailbone just start to raise off of that mat. All right, let's hold those toes up. Option to add on here, hands can come behind the head, and we can find a slight tuck to the chin and keep a sustained crunch here the entire time. Lowering down for 3, 2, and 1, and exhale up. Lower down for 3, for 2, and 1, and exhale up. So activating that lower core, we're working on a lot of stability here. Today's workout focuses a lot on hip stability. So we're starting to wake up that core, which is the key to keeping those hips nice and stable. Let's hold the toes halfway in 3, in 2, and 1. Hold the toes here. We're going to open, exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. If at any point you're feeling neck strain, slight tuck of the chin, or that head can always rest down. A little more challenge, hands are behind the head. Let's hold the toes in 3. Toes squeeze together in 2, and 1. Little up, little down with that torso. Just up an inch and down. Little up, little down. You have 3. Exhale up for 2. Exhale up for 1. Head can rest down. And you can give your hips just a little side to side motion here. Beauty. Alrighty. Now, we're going to find another position here with those hips in line. So we'll draw the left knee in, right knee comes to join. Slight tuck of the chin, fingertips are up, and we're lifting up. We're going to find a little single leg stretch here. So extend that opposite leg. You've got that hand resting on that knee, and we're going to switch. Outer hand to the ankle, inner hand to the knee, and switch. All right, now that we know the motion here, let's pick up that pace. Chin stays slightly tucked. It's an inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. for 3, for 2, and for 1. Knees come in. Give yourself a nice little roll side to side, and then extend those fingertips up overhead. Let's do one more round of those. So slight tuck of the chin. You've got head, neck, and shoulders peeling up and finding yourself in that tabletop position. All right, we're going to extend opposite leg, holding onto ankle and inside a knee, and switch, and switch, and switch, switch, and switch. Now with this round, see if you can get a little bit lower with that extended leg, really working those obliques, and we're working that lower core. You're here for 5. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Can you peel those shoulders just a little bit? You've got 2, and you've got 1. Knees in, nice big stretch up and overhead. All right, we're going to tuck that chin, feet plant down, and we'll come up. Woo! And then we can curve it all the way back down. Finding that teaser prep here. Tuck of the chin, exhale, squeeze round through the core like you're rotating up, and then slowly come down, finding that C curve. Pretend you've got a knob here. You're turning on from that upper core to lower. Press, squeeze, come up. Good. All right, this time around, my friends, we inhale, lifting head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, 1 foot comes up, staying in that tabletop. Inhale, and then we're coming down, pressing that foot down. Good. Inhale, lifting head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, squeezing that core. Can find that leg in tabletop. And then inhale as we come down. We're holding that inhale. Head, neck, and shoulders come up. Good. And then we can squeeze that core, finding that leg in tabletop position. One more just like that. Lifting head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, that leg comes up into tabletop position. This time around, my friends, let's see. Lifting up. Can you draw both legs up, squeezing, coming up into that tabletop? And then inhale, rounding down, finding that nice round spine, feet come down. Inhale, head, neck, and shoulders come up. We're cranking through that core, lifting up into that tabletop. Good. And then inhale, coming down. One more just like that. Inhale, head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, crank that core up. Legs are in that tabletop position. Hold here. Let's find some alternate arm sweeps, lifting up and down and up and down. You've got 5. You've got 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Toes come down. Round yourself over, a nice big stretch. All righty, let's do it. We are going to find here, my friends, your block. And your block is going to go just between your forearm and your knee. We'll start on the left side. Left forearm is on the mat. And then we're squeezing that elbow just into the side of the block. It might take you a couple rounds to get that just where you want it, but that elbow and that knee are pressing in. Now, we're going to find just those toes at that nice tabletop sharp point here, and then that left leg is down below, also finding that tabletop. We're supported, so rather than slumped, we're up here, and we're pressing, squeezing into that block. You can always take the block out. It's just here to maintain that proper form and distance here. Now, we're going to find a nice stable spot on the left side of the body. It might take you a rep or so to get into position. Squeeze the knees and open, trying not to rock the hips. Squeeze the knees and open. Squeeze the knees and open. So we're working on that hip stability on the right side, and we're finding that hip mobility in the left side, just finding these clamshells. Let's add on from here. We're going to open, extend, and bend, and close. Open, extend, and bend, and close. Little open, extend, and bend, and close. Let's hold that leg open in 5. In 4, hold that leg open in 3. In 2, and 1. That leg's open. Make sure that top leg isn't drooping down. And little up an inch, little down, just little pulses here. Little up, little down. Make sure you're really squeezing into that block, staying lifted out of that left side. We're going to hold that pulse in 3. Just hold it and hover over the mat in 2. And 1, hold it halfway, toe to toe, come down halfway. Exhale, toe to toe, come down halfway. Exhale up, come down halfway, keeping those hips steady. You're here for 5. We're going to hold it at the top for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Let's hold it at the top, little pulses, for 5, for 4. Good job, everyone. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Knee comes in, Knees can come together. Block will just go off to the side. Push back into a nice stretch here. Now, we just worked on mobility on the left side. We are going to be working on stability on the left side now while we challenge the balance on the right. So we'll find that block underneath your right side. You're going to face the front of your mat, and we can grab onto some of our dumbbells here. So we're in a nice position. Knee is over your heel, or maybe heel just a little ahead. What we don't want is that knee extending forward, okay? So finding a nice stable position. Dumbbells are at your side to start, and that left foot pressing into the ground. Right toes can tuck, or they can hover, whatever feels good and supportive. We're going to inhale, those arms come up, and then exhale, hips stay still. We're rotating that torso over to the left side, slight bend in the elbow. Inhale, come forward, and exhale, rotating over to that left side, looking at that back corner of your mat. Inhale, and then exhale, that gaze follows. Inhale, and then exhale. Now this time around, as you rotate, that left heel comes up. Inhale, you're coming back to center. Exhale, rotate, lift left heel. Inhale, back to center. Now at any point, you can always drop those dumbbells. You can take out that heel raise. These are just add-ons. Let's hold those weights held over to the left side in 5. In 4. Let's hold them over in 3. In 2. And 1. Make sure shoulders are over hips. You're squeezing up and into that core. That left heel can be raised. Think about this left elbow. We're going to rotate, just squeezing out our obliques, keeping the hips steady. You've got 5. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Challenge option, that heel can lift and lower for 5, or you can just hold it. You have 4. You've got 3. Keep looking at that corner of your mat for 2. And for 1, inhale, come to center. Nice big stretch of the arms. And then we're going to hop that knee off of the block. Give yourself a nice little stretch. Really good job, everybody. We're going to move that block just to the center of your mat. Toes can tuck under. And then let's slowly roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. There we go. Now, we're going to challenge that mobility and stability in that left hip. So we were working on mobility, then stability. Now we got a little of both with a little external rotation. So we'll find a nice wide stance like you're riding a horse. I say as someone with no horse experience, so I'm not sure if this is really how you ride a horse, but we're going to find a nice 40-degree bend just of those legs here, okay? That left foot is a little bit higher and those weights just come in. We're dropping it low and weights extend as we press. Drop it low, come up about 75% of the way. Drop it down, and then weights come up. Now, as we're sitting in the squat, hips go back behind you, chest is slightly tipped towards the ground. We don't want a situation where we're upright like this. Otherwise, that can get into the low back. So squeezing that core from the back all the way to the front. All right, let's add on here, my friends. When we come down, heel comes up, heel comes down, halfway up. Drop it low, heel up and down, and press halfway. Drop it down and up, down, halfway. Let's add on. Drop it down. Heel comes out. We extend the arms. Elbows come in. Drop the heel. Up halfway. Drop it low. Heel up. Arms out. Squeeze in. Heel down and up. Can we do that all together here? As you drop low, heel up, arms out. Draw in, everything together. We're going to hold it low and just find the arms. That right heel can be up or down in 5. In 4, right heel's up or down in 3. In 2, and 1. Right heel can stay up for the challenge or come down for more support. I'm going to try it out. We'll see how it goes. Squeeze, elbows come in, and then extend out. Squeeze, elbows in, and extend out. So good. We're drawing that back body, elbows squeezing to the side, and back out. Elbows come in, and back out. We have 2 sets of pulses. Let's hold the arms halfway in 3. We're going to start with an arm pulse in 2, and 1. Arms halfway, little out an inch, little in. Rolling those shoulders away from the ears, pressing the knuckles out to the side. You have 3. You have 2. We're holding it halfway in 1. Hold halfway, And then we're up an inch and down with those legs. Little up an inch, little down. Good. Little up, little down for 5. For 4. For 3. Shoulders away from ears for 2. And 1 step. Give your left leg a little bit of a shake here. Such a good job. All right. We're going to move that block just off to the side. Last leg move here. Left foot is going to plant down. And we'll just keep those elbows in at your side for now. All right, we're going to find a nice side lunge. So right toes are pointed. We're going to sit nice and low. All that body weight is in that left side. Press and stand. Inhale, come down. Exhale, press and stand. Woo, coming down. Exhale, press and stand. Come down, bend the elbows. Right leg is extended, and then press and stand. So we want to be really mindful that we're pressing those hips back, that knee's not coming forward, and keep going in these nice, beautiful side lunges. We're going to hold it low in 3, in 2, and 1. Let's hold it nice and low. Almost lost my balance there. It's okay. Happens to us too. And we're going to inhale, those arms come out. 1 palm is up, 1 is down, and switch, and switch, and switch. Switch and switch. You have 8. For 7, roll the shoulders away from the ears for 4. Oh my gosh, where's my counting? You've got 5. You've got 4. I wanted to skip ahead there, it seems, for 2. And for 1, let's make sure that both of those palms are down. Good. And then we're just going to be flipping that left palm up, facing your body, and then away, facing the ground. Inhale up, press, squeeze, resist it coming down. Inhale up, press, squeeze, resisting down. Inhale up, resisting down. Let's hold it out to the side in 3. Don't let this right side fall down in 2. And 1 little up an inch, little down on the left side for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Roll those shoulders down your back. Really good job, everyone. All right, let's find a slight tuck to the chin. And then slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Those weights can just go off to the side. And we're going to find ourselves in a nice plank position here. Exhale is push it back to a pike or downward dog. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, lift, nice straight spine. And then we'll roll it forward here. Going to drop down onto the knees. Shift our weights just on the outer sides of our mat. So we're going to find ourselves back in a plank position. And we're going to rotate over. So we've got heel toe on that left side. We'll lift that weight up nice and high to the sky. And then exhale, we're pressing under. Lift high to the sky. Exhale, lift those hips. Draw towards that back right heel. Lifting and pressing. And extending. Lift and press. And extend. Lift and press. And extend. Let's hold it up high in 3. In 2. And 1. Finish it off. Hold it up nice and high to the sky. Woo! Let's just hold. You've got 10. 9. For 8, can you press up? You've got 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Press up 2. And 1. Let's come back through to that pike position. Drop down into the knees. Give yourself a nice stretch. You can roll out those wrists. Now, we do have 2 sides, so we're going to find ourselves in a tabletop position, and then we'll press back into our pike position, roll all the way forward, and then we're going to find a shift on the blade edges of our feet. We're lifting up with that weight. Exhale, lift the hips, reach for the ankle. Inhale, up. Exhale to twist, reach for the ankle. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist, lift the hips. Gently lower the hips, just only halfway. On your way up, let's hold it up high in 5. In 4, we're holding it up high in 3. In 2. And 1, just a hold. Squeeze everything, squeeze back body. You have 8. For 7. 6, lift those hips, 5. For 4, shoulders away from ears, 3. 2. And 1. Weight comes down, spin yourself around. Knees come down. And a nice big stretch. All right, we've got a second side here, my friends. We're going to hit those legs. We'll start with that nice supportive position. Right forearm is going to go on the mat, and we'll position our forearm and our knee with that block. Might need to shift things around for your comfort. Now we've worked that left side already, so this left leg tends to be a little bit droopy. So we really want to make sure that you've got those fingers and toes in one long line. We're resting up on that glute med, that side booty here, and we've got a sharp point to both of our toes, supported in that right side of your body. And once you're set up here, we're going to close the knees and open, and close the knees and open. Good. Closing those knees and open and close and open. From here, let's add on, extend the leg, close and open, extend, bend and close, open, extend and bend and close and open, extend, bend and close. Let's hold it open here in 3, in 2, and 1. Make sure you're pressing up and out of that right forearm. Top leg nice and straight. Little pulses, just up an inch and down, working that right hip mobility, stability on the left. You've got 5. You've got 4. For 3, hold it up halfway in 2, and 1, hold it halfway, toe to toe, come down halfway, toe to toe, halfway, toe to toe, and halfway. Let's hold it up in 3, in 2, last set of pulses in 1, little up an inch, little down, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. That knee comes in, knee to knee come down. We can set the block off to the side and come on to all fours, little push back here. Going to use your weights this time. We're going to find that witch hopper. So left knee is going to have the block, right foot's going to come forward, and we'll grab those weights. Remember, let's adjust that ankle so it's right underneath your knee, or if anything, just a little bit ahead, especially if you have any knee issues, surgeries, etc. So let's find those weights just by your side. Inhale up, and then exhale. Hips stay nice and steady. We're rotating that torso over to the right side, soft bend in the right elbow. Inhale up, exhale to twist, looking at the back right corner of your mat. Inhale up, and exhale to come down. Let's do 2 more just like that. And then we're going to add on, hold it up. Good. And rotate it over, keeping those hips steady. Now this time, as we rotate over, can lift that right heel. Inhale, come up. Rotate, lifting that right heel. Inhale to come up. Rotate, looking at the back corner of your mat. Inhale, coming up. Lifting that heel up as high as you can go. It's not a race on reps. Would rather you do 1 less rep than me, nice and slow with good form, than keeping up here. All right, let's hold it back in 3. Let's hold it back in 2. And 1, we're going to hold it back. Heel can be up or it can be down. We're going to twist, leading with that right elbow towards the back mat for 5. For 4, we're going to hold it in 3. In 2, and 1, hold it, heel down, heel up, heel down, and up for 5. Chin off your chest, you got 4. For 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, bring it forward. Nice big stretch up to the sky. We can drop the weights down, hop that knee off of the block, and press extend all the way back. So good, my friends. We're working through it. We're going to move that block just to the right side of our mat. Slight 45-degree bend. Slowly make our way up. Now we're going to focus again on that mobility and stability here on our right side. We'll find a nice wide stance. Elbows just lock in, and let's just find our balance. Drop it low. Come up about 75% of the way. Drop it low. Hands in front. Drop it low. Come up almost all the way here, keeping a soft bend in that left side. Good. All right. We're keeping it nice and low here. Now this time we drop low. Left heel up, down, and lift. Drop it low. Left heel up, down, and we lift. Down, heel, down, and lift. Good. Now, let's add on here. That left heel comes up. Fingertips come out. We squeeze in, down, and up. Good. Down, heel, fingers, in, and up. Can we do that all together? Yes, we can. Extend, bend, come in, extend, and come on in. Staying nice and low. My right side is having a conversation with me. We're starting to feel a few things. We've done a lot of body work here, friends. We are going to hold down nice and low in 5. In 4. Remember, we have 2 sets of pulses in 3. In 2. And 1. Let's hold it down here nice and low. That left heel can be up. We're going to extend out. Roll those shoulders down the back. Press out, squeeze in. Let's go just about halfway, and then we'll find those pulses coming out. Good, little micro pulses here. Pressing those knuckles out to the side. Can you sit a little deeper? You've got 5. You've got 4. Hold it halfway in 3, 2, and 1. Hold it halfway. Little pulses, drawing that knee out to the side. You've got 5. You've got 4. We're off that block in 3. Shoulders down for 2. And 1, heel down. Step off the block. Give yourself a nice big stretch up. One more leg move here, my friends. We got it. So move that block off to the side. Right foot's going to plant. We can just hold those weights at our chest or at the side. Left toes are going to be nice and pointed. And we're sitting down, sending those hips behind us. Press coming up. Weights come to the chest, glutes out wide, and press come up. Now, what's nice about having those nice light toes on the left side is that all of that body work is happening on the right. We've done that left side of work already, so it's very happy to be taking some of that load off. All right, let's hold it down low in 5. We're sending those hips back in 4. And 3, nice and low here, 2. And 1, let's draw the arms out. And we've got that right palm up, left, and switch. And switch, and switch, and switch. You've got 10. For 9. You've got 8, sit lower. For 6. You got 5. 4, holding in 3. In 2. And 1. Both palms are down. We're going to rotate, draw that right palm up. And then palm comes down to face the ground. Exhale up. Slowly inhale to lower. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale to lower. Exhale up. Inhale to lower. Don't let that left side drop. Can we sit lower in the hips? We're going to hold out that right hand in 5. In 4. In 3. In 2. And 1 little up an inch. Little down. Little up. Little down for 5. Get lower. You got 4. Shoulders away from ears for 3. For 2. And 1. Elbows come in. Soft bend to the knees. Slight tuck of the chin. We're going to roll ourselves down here. Weights can come down, and let's find a little sweep to the left side. Inhale through center. Exhale, sweep to that other side. Such a good job, my friends. We got the core. We got the arms. We got the legs. Oh my gosh, what more can you ask for? We're going to find a hip width distance apart and focus on our breath. So sweep those arms up overhead. Nice big inhale. We can find a slight arching of that low back, getting that extension. And then let's find a nice exhale. Inhale, lifting up, chin comes up. And then exhale, slight tuck of that chin. Let's hold those fingertips up nice and high, soft bend to the knees. And find that left side body, gripping that wrist gently with that right side. And then pressing those hips off to the side, getting a deep stretch. Gaze is up at the sky or the ceiling, whatever your background is today. Inhale, extend the legs, slight back bend. Exhale, coming to a neutral spine, bending the legs. And then we'll look up, finding that reach, pressing that side body out. Light grip of that right wrist. Gaze up at the sky or your overhead lighting or wherever you're looking at. And we'll find an inhale. And 1. Final gentle, slow roll down. Tucking that chin, feeling vertebrae by vertebrae. Give yourself a moment to hang here. Really relax those shoulders. And then slowly let's stack one vertebrae at a time. Head hangs so heavy here. Last to come up. Hey friends, phenomenal job. We just completed a 30-minute full body workout with a lot of focus on that hip mobility and stability. If you want some more workouts, please poke around my channel. I've got 45 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10, and a little bit of everything in between. Thank you so much for working out with me. Have a beautiful day. Bye.